What's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another reaction video here at the hip hop's evil family. The princes have blood on their hands. I don't know if y'all. This gonna be about J Prince though. If you can't tell by the title. I don't know too much about J Prince. I just know that they were trying to say he had something to do with the takeoff situation, and he has some. I don't know. I just know he got a lot of shit going on behind closed doors. I know that. Everybody, I think we all know that. That's a fact. But I don't know too much what they finna talk about. Just say the princes have blood on their hands, so we finna just see what they talking about in this bit, bro. Cause yeah.
Protector of Houston. You lose your chain, you go get J Prince. J Prince will find your chain.
What he said?
J Prince. I bet you J Prince could open up a jewelry store with all the chains he's gotten back. J Prince is the metal detector of Houston. You lose your chain, you go get J Prince. J Prince will find your chain amidst all the goons.
Coming up as a child, I done dealt with so much. I done dealt with so much.
Welcome back to another episode of Swamp Stories. For this episode, we dive into a Houston family that causes complete destruction everywhere they go. Many people have been learning about this family because of the recent incident that took place.
See, cause I ain't know nothing about I ain't gonna say nothing, but I ain't know too much about J Prince until the takeoff situation, and then, cause I don't think he be on the internet that much, but he put out a couple videos when that happened, and then, you know, you hear somebody's name, so you want to see more about him. I think I looked up a couple things, but you know, like I ain't really see too much about him in the rap game, but apparently they were saying like, I want to know why this nigga so big and bad and shit. Like, what made him like that nigga? You feel me?
However, those in Houston have known about them for a long time. And let me just say this, these are not people you want to mess with. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. You can also follow the Instagram page Background Information.
Do that.
For the vast majority of the city's history, redlining played a major role in what turned out to be. After World War II, the city of Houston gained a large African-American population from their neighboring state of Louisiana. Many of the new residents figured that this would be an escape from the unfairness of the Deep South. Well, unfortunately, this wasn't the case because the new residents could only live in 3 areas. The 3rd Ward, Shady Acres, and most importantly, the 5th Ward. All of these areas lacked resources and opportunities, eventually leading to major problems. However, the 5th Ward gained a reputation as Houston's worst area starting in the 1960s. After the construction of the I-10 freeway, the neighborhood took a serious turn. The freeway bulldozed through the middle of the neighborhood, causing an eyesore and loud traffic. Well, of course, after this, the home prices fell and residents began moving out. The 5th Ward was soon full of abandoned houses on every block, and this led to more dysfunction. Born in the middle of this was a young man named James Prince.
All right, here we
he
go.
was born to a 16-year-old mother in the infamous Coke
16,
apartments.
nigga?
There, he witnessed many things that no kid should ever have to see. This meant seeing family members pass away, including his own sister. Well, growing up, James saw a better future for himself than what was around him. And at the age of 18, he discovered that his younger brother was a talented rapper. So he made it his goal to keep his brother off the streets and to save enough money to start a music label. So every day he tried to find new ways to make money. He worked all kinds of jobs, from working on a welding truck to working as a bank teller. And after 3 years of saving up, James Prince bought an abandoned lot. There he started selling used cars and quickly worked his way up to selling custom exotic rides. He was
that nigga was making money. That nigga knew how to make money. He wasn't just no dumb nigga, bruh. That nigga went from, in a matter of a couple years, 3 years, that nigga knew how to make some money.
And quickly worked his way up to selling custom exotic rides. He was charismatic, and this led him to being a top-notch salesman. Most importantly, this venture gave him connections to wealthy athletes, business executives, and music moguls. Well, after these connections were made, James shut down his car dealership and used the space to open a recording studio. There he started his label, Rap-A-Lot Records. Now, the only thing he needed was rappers besides his younger brother. So James Prince began roaming around Houston looking for talent. 1986. While at a local club, he discovered a young rapper named
old as
Bushwick Bill.
fuck.
Then his barber connected him with another rapper named Willie D. That same month, he discovered the rapper Scarface while in the parking lot of a local club. Long story short, James Prince sold them on the idea of starting a rap group called the Ghetto Boys and signing to his label. They all agreed, and the Ghetto Boys instantly took off to major success while James Prince reaped the financial benefits. By the age of 23, Jay Prince had already purchased a house for his mother in a 30-acre ranch.
By 23, bro, that nigga was making money, bro. That nigga went from nigga welding to a bank teller, but ain't no telling what he was doing like in between there, ain't no telling what he was doing in between them hours at the bank and the welding shit. But then he bought the lot. Nigga started selling cars and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Records built larger and larger by signing artists such as New Orleans' Juvenile, Houston's Pimp C, Bun B, and Oakland's Yuckmouth. During this time, Jay Prince gained the reputation of being the ultimate mediator and protector. He had close relationships with top dogs in every city. It's even rumored that he and Larry Hoover were so tight that any Rap-A-Lot artist was instantly protected by the Gangster Disciples when they touched down in Chicago. Well, the first test of Jay Prince's respect level came in 1996. During this time, Pimp C and Master P were beefing over contractual issues. Essentially, Pimp C thought that he wasn't compensated enough for his song Break 'Em Off. So rumors say that Master P had ordered the kidnapping of Pimp C after he publicly disrespected him. This infuriated Jay Prince, so he instantly called up Master P. Over the phone, Master P allegedly communicated that he was putting a green light on Pimp C for what he had said. Jay Prince warned him to back off of his artist, and that's exactly what happened. This is when the industry knew that Jay Prince had massive respect. All of this took place in the late 80s through the 1990s.
Bro, but what was the situation that makes niggas just want to back off from this nigga, bro? Cause I ain't hear nothing.
And that takes us to the 2000s. After his
some more
music
shit may happen.
ventures,
Let me
Jay
see.
Prince entered the world of boxing.
Yeah, my
In
shit
2003, he officially became Floyd Mayweather's manager, and this would not go well. Rumors say that contractual issues destroyed their relationship. Eventually, Floyd had enough of Jay Prince as his manager and decided to do something petty. He moved his next fights past the deadline of their final contract. This way, Jay Prince would not receive his 20% of the revenue. Well, of course, this was bold and courageous by Floyd because Jay Prince is not somebody you want to get upset. So when he heard the news, he instantly called up Floyd's boxing promoter Bob Arum. Now mind you, this guy is allegedly old New York Mafia, so he's definitely no joke either. Essentially, Jay Prince said that he wanted his revenue one way or another. So instantly, Bob Arum wrote him a $600,000 check to get him to back off Floyd. This is the kind
Oh yeah,
of
that
fear
nigga too old.
Jay
He said he don't
Prince
got time
installed
for it.
throughout
He said he don't got time for it. Just take your bread, bro.
the music
That
and
nigga too
entertainment
old, bro. He don't want no problems.
world. Well, while focusing on boxing and other financial ventures, Jay Prince's sons got involved in the music industry. So first, let me introduce you to his children. Jay Prince has 3 sons, Jay Prince Jr., Baby Jay, and Jazz Prince. It's safe to say that these princes are nothing like their father. They weren't raised anywhere near the 5th Ward. Instead, they were raised in a giant mansion all the way in the suburbs. This upbringing consisted of endless abundance, supercars, luxurious vacations, and you name it. Jay Prince even owns an island off the coast of Belize. So it's safe to say that the Prince kids' upbringing was far from anything close to the 5th Ward. This, of course, is a great thing, and it's what any man should want for his kids. However, one thing has to be understood. These kind of rich kids will lack a certain type of grit and grind. They usually have no sense of what it's like to earn something. However, rich kids who know and accept their identity will be loved and respected for acting like themselves. For example, people love and respect Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and the list goes on. But the Princes, specifically Jay Prince
My nigga,
Jr.,
he just threw
are
like
not
3,
this
4
way
random people in there, bro. What they got to do with this, bro?
at all. These guys want power, respect, and most importantly, to be feared. I would describe them as Chet Hanks, Tootie Raw, and King Harris all combined into one. But let's get back on track. 2008. This is the year where Jazz Prince discovered Drake on MySpace. He knew that Drake was from Canada, which at this time would end a career. Regardless, he saw the potential and connected him with his father. From there, the Princes flew Drake to Houston and the rest is history. They connected him to Lil Wayne, Birdman, and Bun B, and we know the rest. Because of this, Jazz Prince is forever a legend in hip-hop history. He had a vision that no one else could see. But for J. Prince Jr., this guy, we're not really sure what he's done other than being his father's son. Well, we do know that he started something called Mob Ties, also known as Malibu's Most Wanted. I'm just kidding. And here is what people say they do. Mob Ties is known to be active all around Houston causing problems. And
So they came up with Brad. One connected Drake. I ain't know that, you feel me? Connected Drake with J. Prince and shit like that. I knew J. Prince had some type of connection with Drake, you feel me? Nigga had the OVO chain and some more shit. And then now this nigga had all the bread and everything to start his own gang. Or a group called Mob Ties, you feel me? But so he just using his money to terrorize people, bro. That's basically what they talking about, bro.
Jr.'s biggest objective is gaining respect. In
Yeah,
fact,
see, he just using his money to
22
terrorize
asked him what
people.
his upbringing was like, and here's what he said.
Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing, because I feel like at least part of why people are so fascinated about you is because they see the enormity of Rap-A-Lot and everything that your father accomplished and shit, and people probably are just so fascinated by the idea of growing up in that environment. So talk to me a little bit about that.
We come from the school of hard knocks. Like, something that I value about my family and my upbringing is the respect. Like, that's something that we demanded. It's something that we live and die by. So I can't compare my upbringing to others because I come from a different type of cloth. You know what I'm saying?
J. Prince Jr. and Mob Ties are
Come from a different type of cloth, right? Come from a different type, yeah. Definitely come from a different type of cloth, though. That's definitely a different type of cloth right there. That's some expensive cloth, you feel me? But yeah, though.
in with them whenever they come to Houston. Essentially, this is the oldest trick in the book. Create the problem so you can be the solution, and of course, this comes with a fee. Yes, the rich kids who were handed everything are trying to extort those who made it from the bottom. And that takes us to incident number 1.
Let me hear something about time.
2020. While away from his Houston home, Mob Ties members break inside YoungBoy's garage. They record the invasion and steal some valuable possessions. Check it out.
Yo, I remember this. I ain't know it was them though.
And YoungBoy shit.
Why they whispering though? Why they hiding and sneaking around and whispering though, bruh? If nobody home, why do you feel me?
After the clip went viral, YoungBoy would go on Instagram Live and react.
He like, they ain't even had in my cars.
At first, J. Prince would call YoungBoy dumb as a box of rocks, but then he would post a video with the keys to YoungBoy's McLaren. This was the younger generation's introduction to the Prince family, and instead of being seen as the legendary entrepreneur...
Okay, I do remember this shit now. He ended up giving him his shit back, and then, I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is, when niggas end up having problems with YoungBoy, bro, it either turn out bad, and... Shit, YoungBoy don't have problems that last too long. Is basically what I'm trying to say, bro.
Introduction to the Prince
but I do remember this. I do remember this
as the
incident.
legendary entrepreneur that he is, J. Prince's name is slowly being seen as Lorenzo from Lost.
I don't think they don't got no problems today though, because I'm pretty sure J. Prince and just recently he was talking to J. Prince with him and Birdman. They was both up there on Grave Digger Mountain with him and shit like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they good now.
Ticket. This whole ordeal of breaking into YoungBoy's home seems low down and far below what a multi-millionaire family should do. Like, why take from a guy who rose from poverty and earned his success? Especially when daddy handed you your money. But unfortunately, this would only be peanuts compared to the later incidents. So let me set the context. Over and over, we've seen J. Prince Jr. and Mob Ties inviting rappers to Houston to hang out. They partake in street-level shenanigans like shooting dice, hanging out in the 5th Ward, and who knows what else. And that takes us to September 4th, 2022. Lil Boosie invites Chicago's Duke the Jeweler to his Houston concert. There, Duke delivers a beautiful new piece of jewelry to Boosie before the show. Well, after the show, Duke the Jeweler starts shooting dice with J. Prince and all of Mob Ties. There, Duke bets his hard-earned money while wearing $1 million around his neck. On the same side of the table, J. Prince Jr. is betting his daddy's thousands while wearing a chain that his daddy bought for him. Well, during the dice game, it's alleged that Duke hit for $100,000 out of Mob Ty's pockets. After winning the money, it's alleged that Duke walks back to his car with $100,000 in cash. And there, a man walks up to him. Bang. Instantly, Boosie was blamed for this because he invited him to the concert. However, I highly doubt that Boosie would do something like this, especially given his new reputation. He's known to be generous by tipping thousands of dollars to waiters and paying people a lot of money for small favors. At this point, Boosie has become a stand-up guy in the industry who speaks his mind and just wants the best for him and his family. And still at this point, the world wasn't changing his mind and just wants the best.
Obviously, it wasn't Boosie, bro. If we already know the J. Prince, that nigga, the little nigga who formed Mob Ties, if we already knew that nigga got too much money and he just doing shit just because he know he got too much money, it was that nigga, bro. Obviously, I mean, it's clear as day. We already talking about it. We know, you said it. He got too much bread, spending his dad bread with the chain around his neck that his dad bought. He got too much bread. So if you got too much money, obviously some people gonna want some of that money, bro. So you gonna get on, yeah, man, that nigga just walked out with 100 bands. He just took from us, bro. I'm finna give you this 20. Go get the 100 bands back, and then you can take like 15 from that 100 bands. So he just made him 35 just to go, you feel me, get it back. 35 bands. That's how that shit go, bro.
Best for him and his family. And still at this point, the world wasn't tuned into Mob Ties and what they had potentially going on. However, the Young Boy and Duke incidents definitely shed some light. And that takes us to Halloween 2022. Mob Ties invites Quavo and Takeoff to Houston to attend a birthday party for Jazz Prince. First, Jazz and J. Prince take the Migos to their daddy's neighborhood, the infamous 5th Ward. There, they drive Quavo and Takeoff to the bowling alley for the private party. A woman at the party says that everyone attending had to be searched for weapons and hand them over. That would be except for Mob Ties members. Red flag number 1. Well, what would happen next is currently all under investigation by DJ Academics. People who were there claim that Quavo and J. Prince Jr. got into an argument over basketball and money. Then you can clearly hear Quavo making the decision to leave the scene, but that's where things go left. Bang.
RP Takeoff, man.
In the video, you can see J. Prince Jr. walking away like nothing had just happened. This did not sit well with me. It's almost as... let me stop. Well, the next morning...
Yeah, cause that whole situation was crazy, bro. Like, it was basically caught on video, bro. The only thing you can't really see is Takeoff getting hit and the nigga who shot him. No, you can see the nigga who shot. I think you can see the nigga who shot him. I'm pretty sure the nigga who they saying shot him. Then he got arrested. Then he got let out. Didn't he? But yeah.
Video, you can see J. Prince Jr. walking away like nothing had just happened. This did not sit well with me. It's almost as... let me stop. Well, the next morning, everyone woke up to the news in disbelief and the entire music world was crushed. Even Jazz Prince would make an Instagram post alleging that he just woke up to the news, as if he wasn't...
Stop.
There. Red flag number 2. Overall, this incident was completely unnecessary. All over the internet, J. Prince and Mob Ties have been getting hate for the past week, and it's well deserved. Well, just when you thought that this story couldn't get crazier, Wack 100 would go on Clubhouse and reveal some wild news. He claims that the alleged Takeoff assailant lost his life in the 5th Ward. So who knows what this could be about. Overall, I want to end this video by showing love to the Migos, especially Takeoff. I will say that lost Clubhouse and reveal some wild news. He claims that the alleged Takeoff assailant lost his life in the 5th Ward. So who knows what this could be about. Overall,
Didn't somebody get arrested for it though?
I want to end this
and I ain't hear nothing about that, bro. So that's shit.
Showing love to the Migos, especially Takeoff. I will say that it did bother me that they were claiming Atlanta while being from Lawrenceville, but that's not really a big deal. In all honesty, these guys were trendsetters, music revolutionaries, and shifted an entire culture single-handedly. The Migos will always be legends for how they push the culture forward. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching.
Facts. Rest in peace, Takeoff, bruh. But them niggas got real active in 2022, as you just saw, bruh. They did a couple things in between there, but shit really got moving because shit started moving because niggas got older with too much money on their hands with nothing to do with it. And nigga decided to use his bread to form a group. You feel me? That's basically what happened. But the nigga Jay Prince had some respect on his name, but he went out here killing niggas, bruh. He went out here setting niggas up at dice games, bruh. That nigga was just, he made that phone call like, hey, you feel me? Like, straight standing on business, nigga, like, getting his point across. But he went out here killing. The killing started when, shit, his son got older. You seen everything started moving in 2022, bruh. 2022 shit, everything, all this shit happened in 2022, bruh. It started here after the Mayweather thing. All right, boom, we went to, all right, talking about his kids getting raised. And then boom, the little Jay Prince Jr. nigga, bruh. This nigga right here, bruh. This nigga right here is a problem starter, bruh. Everybody watch him. You around this nigga, watch him, bruh. Stay far away from this nigga, bruh. Nigga ain't no good, bruh. Real talk. But, you feel me? I already knew Jay Prince was on some different shit, bruh. You could tell he was on some different shit. But it's like, you feel me? That's Jay Prince, though. His kids ain't had no business doing what they doing. Or it's not even all his kids, bro. It's really just that one nigga, bro. But I don't too much more to say. You hear me? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Much want to see down in the comments below, bro. I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, bro.